And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown again alongside my partner Sean Kobrin, where we have seen some total dominance here by the Howard Community College Dragons. They took this volleyball match for Montgomery College tonight 3-0, and showing and proving that they are among the elite in Maryland JUCO.
Yeah, 3 recent Maryland JUCO championships, and looks like they're favored for a 4th in recent memory.
Well, I think their only competition this year is probably going to be Hagerstown, who is also up there at the top of the league. But, you know, we've got to talk about this Montgomery College team as well. We've been talking all match about how they've been rebuilding. They're a young team and an inexperienced team. They really got a late start. Coach Mafinajad taking over in August, so he had no time to recruit and obviously no off-season program to develop his players. They showed a tremendous amount of improvement. We did a recent game of theirs, and it's really a dramatic improvement from that match to this match.
Absolutely, Michael. We had a chance to see them at the beginning of the year, sort of in preparation for our televised games. We saw them a couple weeks ago, and then we saw them tonight. I'll tell you, if they played at the level, the skill and effort level that they had tonight a couple weeks ago, we might have seen a different result. This is a much better team, and one that they should feel strong about going down the stretch and then into next year with the players that are returning.
Oh, I would think that their coach, and we're going to be talking to him in a few minutes, but I would think that he takes some real positives out of this match tonight. One player in particular that I know you and I were talking about before we came back was Amy Clark. She did quite well for the Montgomery College team tonight.
Absolutely. She was quite the competitor. She was digging stuff out. She was getting the attacks by the net. She was a force at stretches of the match where Rockville really needed some points. She was the stopper for them.
Well, I know, when you have a dominating win by one team over another, it's sometimes tough to come up with a player of the game because really this win by Howard was a total team effort. From 1 through 9, they were tough. But we do need to pick a player of the game, and who do you think it should be, Sean?
Well, I think it should be Julia Brostrom. I mean, beyond the numbers that she had tonight, she was just a presence out there. She had the dinks and dunks, and she had the power game to go with it as well. And defensively at the net, she had blocks. She had the little stuff block putbacks on sets that Rockville put a little too close to the net. And then as we got into the second and third set, her presence by the net forced Rockville to try to go around her because they know they couldn't go through or over her. And that led to a lot of errors and a lot of easy digs for her teammates.
Boy, she had a superior performance tonight, almost an error-free match for her. And I think the most impressive part was the presence at the net and how Rockville had to try to make adjustments to work around her because she was such a presence there in the middle. And, we laughed about it during the match. She scored a lot of points on just little dinks, as you called them, hitting the spots on the floor where they weren't. And it was almost like she heard you at one point because she reared up and just slammed one home. What a kill that was.
Well, it's almost like the great baseball hitter. They tell a story about Ted Williams, who was always a singles doubles hitter, and then to prove his coach wrong, he hit 3 home runs in a game just to show that he could do it, but he's a team guy. So it's almost like Julia Brostrom. She's effective because she gets these dinks and dunks over the net and places them where they're not going to be dug out. The objective is to score points for their team, but when it's time to bring the power, she certainly can get that done too.
Well, and she had a lot of help tonight from Brandy Cook on the outside and Ariel Reeser on the opposite side from Brandy. Came up very big in the third set for Howard.
Absolutely. They needed another player to step up in the third set. Rockville was really rallying at that point, getting some momentum, and Reeser just had 4 or 5 straight kills to really solidify this match for Howard.
Well, I think you just kind of summed the whole match up for us there, Sean. There were times when you thought, okay, Montgomery College is going to get over the hump. They're going to take the set. They're going to get the lead, and then Howard would just pull away, and then the set would be lost. But that's what you get when you're playing a champion. They cruise a little bit, and then they put it on when they have to put it on, and Howard certainly did tonight. And Sean and I will be right back in a couple of minutes. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with an interview with the Rockville head coach, Amir Mafinajad. Once again, from Montgomery College in Rockville, the Howard Dragons take this volleyball match 3-0. We'll be right back with our interview after this.